me a while to get them ready. We got Impious Pumpkins coming out today. Well, coming out doesn't necessarily describe it properly, but we're going to be showcasing it, and that's what I'm looking forward to. I wanted to keep saying Impious, and I mean, since it's the opposite of pious, kind of makes sense, but it's pronounced impious, so...
Hey Thorn, hey Gongor, how are you doing? Good to see y'all.
Hope you both are having a good day.
Okay.
We're still buried in snow here.
Yeah, we are buried in snow.
With
it's
like
true. Fred's just north
high.
of us, I think, so he's probably buried in some snow too.
Yeah, how's that hitting out there?
How's Lady Gongor, Fred? How are y'all doing? It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good
holiday season.
Yeah. How are you doing, Thorn? I feel like it's been forever since I've been streaming, even though it's just been the normal amount of days. We haven't changed the schedule or anything, and I feel like it's just been a while. I think Nord said that as soon as he got up today too. It's like, it feels like it's been a while since we've streamed, and I'm like, well, I mean, it's been 3 days.
Yeah.
It's cold here, honestly. Yeah, it's kind of like what it's been here. I think the high today is like 28. Yesterday I think it was 15. That's not normal for this area where we're at. On this side of the state of Washington, it's not normal for it to be that cold. We don't usually get below 40s. Usually. Maybe we'll get up into the high 30s, but usually nah.
Yeah,
and Lady Gongor is doing good. Good to hear. Good. I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas. Do y'all have plans for like New Year's? I know we don't usually plan anything, but we will be streaming on New Year's Eve. I think it's New Year's Eve that will be on Friday. Friday, New Year's Eve? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is. We'll be streaming then. So other than that, we don't really have any. We never really do anything for New Year's. I feel like that's like a thing we just don't. I think we just don't do. Like we might stay up late with our kid and make cookies or something, but it's usually really simple.
That's the big deal, is making him happy for the holidays.
Yeah. Thorn said, I'm staying alive. I got snow, huge fluffy flakes. It didn't stick much though. Ground is too warm.
We got powder coming down right now. It's
a lot, and I'm worried about the mail people. If they come down, they're gonna get stuck in our driveway. I'm hoping not, but because I was thinking maybe they won't show up. But you got the mail yesterday from the mailbox, right? So yes. They might actually, and we have packages coming, so they might actually, hopefully they're smart and they stay at the top of the hill and they don't
try to come down our driveway.
Because the problem is they're going to get stuck. We've had somebody just basically tear up, because we have like a gravel driveway, and we had somebody
they
like
were spinning out and just
tearing
rocks
up our freaking driveway, because we try really hard to like keep it as smooth as possible. So we have like one of the nicest looking driveways around for all the people that have the gravel driveways in this area, because we live out in the middle of the boonies, so that majority of people have like gravel driveways or whatever where we're at, and ours looks really nice.
Shows off her prize winning driveway.
Ours looks really nice because we try really hard not to like kick up mud whenever it's wet, and we try to keep it like as flat as possible, and it looks really nice because we're not like spinning out on stuff like people do. Like they'll try to like hit the accelerator and just try to just go as fast as they can. They think that's how you get out, and it's not. You want to ease into it, people. Ease into it.
Part of it is because a lot of people have quads and they're just tearing ass everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people get around on quads around this area too. It's the way it is over here.
Gongor said, if I'm being honest, the beginning of the month, Lady Gongor and I did like break up for a day, but we worked things out and are fine now. Hey, that's what it all comes down to. There's a lot of compromise in long-term relationships.
Yep, it's very true.
Sometimes I F up a lot.
And I never do. We make it work.
While we were getting ready this morning, I was having trouble with getting, because this game isn't made for ultra wide, and so I was trying to get everything oriented, and I was like, "Rah!" Hazzie's like, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
be nice," and so
Yeah, because I was giving you information that he didn't want at the time, and I'm like, I'm just putting out the info. You may not remember it. I'm just putting it out there. But he got so mad that I was putting out information about the game because he was working with another problem. I'm like, okay, but there's nothing wrong with this extra information, so calm down. There's nothing wrong happening. I'm trying to survive medication withdrawal. It sucks. Oh yeah, I saw that on Discord. I'm really sorry to hear that, Thor.
I really hope they get that figured out for you. When the VA messes up on that, or like as you were talking about, when they give you a new medication that they're not used to, but they're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, it's fine because it's just another variation of the same one," but your body's like, "No, it's not,"
Yeah.
and it doesn't respond to it well. Yeah, I'm sorry that you're going through that. It's not fun.
That really sucks. But yeah, Fred, just try not to sweat it too much. Every relationship goes through like those kinds of things. It's really normal. If you're like Nord was saying, if you're in a long-term relationship, lots of compromise and all that kind of stuff happens. It's kind of like the waves of the ocean. I don't know how else to explain it. It gets better though. I think over time it gets better. Like I feel like we fought a lot in the beginning of our relationship because we were just getting to know each other. We didn't know each other's like boundaries, and there's certain things we didn't know how to deal with each other
for a number of years.
You were very stubborn. That's something I'm actually, it's funny that we're talking about it because I'm actually going to be working on trying to be less passive aggressive towards like I'm not usually passive aggressive towards other people, but because I'm comfortable with Nord, I have a tendency to be passive aggressive, which is funny because we call it passive aggressive, which passive aggressive is not like less aggressive. But I'm working on trying not to be passive aggressive and be more like assertive when I have a problem and be like, hey, why are you doing that? That's making me upset. So that's something I'm doing for the New Year's because like I've caught myself being kind of passive. I'm like, you know what? I kind of think I need to like work on that. So that's a goal of mine. But that's why I thought it was funny that you brought that up, Gongor. I feel like in relationships, it's a constant thing. It's constantly being worked on. It's never like always 100% easy road. I do feel like it gets easier over time though.
It's like people come up to us and they'll be like, how did you luck out? And it's like, no,
it's been a lot of work. We've been having, there's a lot of learning on both sides.
The way
I feel
that
like
was in the military years was not very conducive to a positive relationship. So I had to change a lot.
I guess I was really patient back in the day because
yep.
like I would say I'm still kind of patient, but not. I'm a little less patient, I feel like, than I used to be. But I think I've had to be in order to learn how to like set certain boundaries down. So yeah, and I'm trying to work on being a lot more assertive than I have been.
She started out a relationship in a very good way because her sister's a pain in the ass. And
I mean, you're not wrong.
And one of the first interactions that I had with her, because she was just being a pain in the ass, and I called her the B word.
Yeah.
And Hazzie's like, get the hell out of my house.
Yeah, that was like the first time we got into a fight. I said, get the hell out of my house. Don't talk to me unless you want to come apologize and not call my sister that. I said, my family's always going to be here. You're always going to have to deal with my family, and you have to be respectful. Mm-hmm. I remember saying that, yeah.
And since that was like a very, very early interaction, it kind of put us on the terms of like, hey, if I have a boundary, I stick to it. You need to respect that. And so we each have certain things that it's just like, hey, this is who we are. Some of it's based off of our experiences. Yeah. And some of them are based off of interactions with one another. But
yeah. So yeah. But I'm
like
glad
my family is trash, and so we just avoid them.
Don't say that. Oh no. Mm-hmm. We haven't had a lot of luck with your family. My family has issues too. Well, I think both families have issues, like for real. But either way, though, I'm glad y'all worked it out, Fred, and everything is going well now. But yeah, I'm just glad to hear that. Like a lot of people, they just kind of, as soon as there's a problem, they just give up right away. So yeah, I'm really happy to hear that. I'm trying to survive. Medication withdrawal sucks. I had an anxiety attack so bad I almost passed out, so I've put in a call to the clinic. Oh, okay. I am so sorry that you had a panic attack. That really sucks. Yeah, not good.
I hope they're able to get that taken care of soon for you, Thorn.
Yeah. Okay, so today is I'm sorry, I forgot entirely how to do intros. I am Hazziesof. I am Hazziesof as always. Happy Tuesday, by the way, y'all. To my left is my amazing partner Nord, aka Nordicmonkey. Say hello to the stream, Nord.
Hello to the stream, Nord. It is not Tuesday. It is Friday Eve.
Oh. Okay. Thank you for the correction there. And today is stream number 406. So many streams. I feel like when I hear 406, I'm like, really? Whoa.
That does sound pretty high.
And today we are showcasing a game for the Indie Game Collective. It's going to be Impious Pumpkins, which I should probably show that trailer. I forgot to bring that up.
Yes.
Which I've talked to the devs on Twitter before with Impious Pumpkins, and they were like, people were constantly telling me like, I made a Halloween game in December, and I'm like, and they're like, whatever, and I'm like, you know what? I don't even care, because like Halloween is every day for me. It's never too late to celebrate Halloween, and also, sure. Look at Nightmare Before Christmas. I feel like Halloween is an everyday thing. It shouldn't even be called Halloween. It should just be really cool shit. You know what I mean? But anyways, Impious
every ween.
And anyways, but we are gonna jump into our Geeky Talk. And our Geeky Talk is the segment where we kind of just talk about games or other interests for about half an hour to an hour, and talk with y'all whatever y'all want to talk about as well. And anyways, I wanted to add into the Impious Pumpkin stuff that I'm talking about right now is I kept calling it Impious Pumpkins, because like I thought it was like, I was thinking pious, you know what I mean? Like holy, like I'm so great.
Well, it is
impious.
It is the opposite, the antithesis of pious. However, it's just pronounced impious.
That is so it's so strange to me. Because
English is a not complex language.
Yeah, I really thought it was impious, because pious, piety. Yeah, but impious, I had to look it up too to make sure I understood what it meant. It means like not showing respect or reverence. Mm-hmm. So I thought
especially towards God.
So I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, it's the opposite of pious, but it's impious. So like, yeah,
Impious.
that was like a new thing that I learned having picked up this game, because I kept thinking impious, but no, it's impious. And so in the game, basically you're a ghost squad. It's like a auto battler. I've never really played one of these before. But it's like an auto battler, I guess, RTS tower defense almost like combination, and you play the ghosts and you play against the pumpkins, and you have to smash these cute little adorable pumpkins. And the ghosts are adorable. It's really cute. It's very spoopy looking. It's very like what you think I would like. So yeah, it's exactly up my alley. It's exactly what I would like. I would be about.
I've done a lot of tower defense back in my day.
I have not.
So I might
maybe
be
once
here.
I did. I think there was a tower defense game that you got me into like a long time ago. But I think it's more auto battler. Mm-hmm. So I think like I'm saying more than I know, y'all. I think
it's a bit of both. It looked like. Anyways, you got a trailer.
But yeah, let's bring up a trailer. I actually don't have a trailer like ready to go, but I was thinking we would do the trailer like right before we jump into the game.
You could do that then, but it just seems like while we're explaining it,
we might as well do it since we're explaining it. Yeah, I'm so bad at like with the Geeky Talk. I try to plan out like when I should talk about things, but I haven't been really great at that, because what ends up happening as we start talking, and as soon as we start talking, I'm like, my brain kind of goes a million different ways, and sometimes it's like I started talking with the thing that I thought I was gonna finish talking with, but that's the way that stuff goes, you know. That's the way that stuff goes. Ignore that stuff, devs. The Nightmare Before Christmas. I rest my case. Exactly.
Perfect example.
And I love Halloween. I think I feel like we should have multiple Halloween celebrations. Like I don't think it should
Why
be
not?
just fall. Like
Why
I
not?
really love it. But let's go ahead and jump in and watch this trailer. It looks really adorable. I really hope that y'all like this. I think y'all will. I've never played it, so like we didn't even test it out before we went live this time. Like I have been trying to test out the games beforehand, but I didn't do it this time because I thought it would be fine. Because I've seen other people in IGC play this game, so it sounds like streaming it would be fine and we wouldn't run into any huge problems. But I'm probably going to be really bad at this game, but that's why we also have Nord here. But it looks really adorable. I am really excited to be showcasing this game today. So yeah, and today also we've got on the live cam here from Monterey Bay Aquarium, the sea otters is kind of who I've been hanging out with, and they're being really adorable. One up on the land and one in the water. And they've had toys out all morning today. They've had multiple different toys out for them. It's been really fun to watch today.
We're pretty lucky to get those close by too.
Okay, and so I just realized that CK3, the Royal Court DLC, is going to be out on February 8th.
Big day.
It's a huge day because Lost
That's when
Ark.
I become a widower.
Yeah, you're gonna become a widower. This rarely happens to Nord, and he's gonna be a Lost Ark widower because I am going to be like
lifing.
Yeah, no lifing Lost Ark. But the problem is the CK3 DLC is happening too. So I don't know what I'm gonna do at this point. I'm kind of thinking we might not be showcasing for like a week or two, just so that I can just dive into these on stream. Maybe I won't do that. Maybe we'll keep showcasing. But either way, on the days like in between, I'm gonna be focused on those games and playing those games strictly. I don't know. I've been really looking forward to Lost Ark. When I did the beta, I really enjoyed it. I was really sad when the beta was over because a week was not enough for me. Really excited. And also with the Royal Court DLC, which I won from Paradox. So like it's like I have no excuse but to play. And I kind of, before February 8th comes, I do want to start hopping back into CK3 so that I can get used to it again, because like it's been a little while since I've played and I don't know how much of the stuff that I remember. But anyways, they had a winter teaser number 4. They were showing off the artifact weapons and everything that was going on with it.
This is one of the things I've been waiting for so much, because Crusader Kings 2 had so much of this stuff, and it was like really cool decking yourself out with your gear.
Yeah.
And then Crusader Kings 3 came out, and it's just like, when a new game comes out, it doesn't have all the same expansions and DLC and all that sort of stuff. So I've been really waiting for this one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of read it, Nord, if that's okay. With the Royal Court, plethora of new weapons looks will be made available. New weapon looks will be made available. So they're gonna like look different. They're really focused into the RPG aspects of the game with this new DLC, which I'm really excited about. They can be carried into duels or shown off in your courts, where they will be placed prominently on weapon stands for all to view. In this teaser, we'll be showing off a few more of them close up. So they've got the King of France, Charles II, trying to live up to his ancestors, Charles Martel, the hammer, name in battle, wielding the signature weapon. So it's going to be popping up in like the
if you have a specific duels.
Yeah, exactly.
So they've added like being able to go into single combat, and here are the options now.
It like looks like an actual hammer. Like you just hammer a nail down.
Well, it is. And then if you zoom down, you can see like the various designs for different options. So like the first one, they have the swords and sabers, And then they have daggers.
Sorry, I want to look at this really quick. What's going on here? So this is going to be your courtroom that you'll have in the game, and then here, look, if you look by the like carpet here, you can see the what do you call it? The weapon, what do you call those? The weapon racks or whatever you call those that hold the weapons, so you can show off your weapons here. So that's really cool that they're going to be adding that. Yeah, here are the different swords and sabers, elegant, and a way of showing other one's wealth. So why can't I click on it? It won't let me click on that one. That sucks. Why can't
it's letting me do it, but it doesn't make it any bigger.
Like,
and then
maybe I can do this. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
So it won't let you click on it, but you can click on the one below. So that's really cool. They've got all these new weapons happening here.
Anyways, I'm really happy about it. So.
And then daggers. It doesn't. I don't understand how they do the whatchamacallit. It's weird how they do the pictures in this a little bit. So and here are the spears. Okay.
Anyways, so you have all these different options for
maces,
very specifically strong or historically significant weaponry.
Can I go to the maces?
I'm not sure, but they had like kind of
not going to the mace.
They had like even the fake stuff.
The fake stuff?
They had whatchamacallit. They had Mjolnir as a hammer that you could get.
Oh, really? That's cool as
CK2.
heck. I'm like really happy about this because it makes it feel a lot more like
RPG.
I thought the stories were really real, like interesting and stuff. Like I really enjoy like taking someone who's like a nobody and making them somebody important in my court and watching them like become something. But now that they're adding stuff like this is like artifacts and all this other stuff, like it's gonna be like really fun. Thorn said, it reminds me of Dragon Age Inquisition throne room where you pass judgment. Like what to do with the guy who throws a goat at your castle wall.
Yeah. Actually, there's specific things for that. Like people will petition to speak to you and then you'll be able to lay out judgments and all that sort of stuff. So there are going to be aspects like that. But yeah, like you could go and see stuff from other people. So like somebody has like a really badass sword, and you're like, all right, and you make sure to capture them and take their junk.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I guess if you're playing like a Viking, like you can literally know what you're going in to loot. So that's kind of cool. So I guess you can be more choosy about why you're looting stuff. I hope. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not, but
they had something like that, and there was like the finger bone of Christ that you could loot from one of the holy places.
Oh,
and
that's really cool.
It was funny because it really wrecked Christianity.
Yeah,
when you did that, because they're like, a pagan has it.
It's just so funny because it's a historical game, and I'm like, I don't really care about history, but then you give me the ability to do stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
I think it's still in France. There's like supposedly a piece of the true cross. It's a chunk of wood that's supposed to be from Jesus's cross.
Oh, okay.
And so, but in this time, it was extremely significant, and it gives you like piety per month, or if they have it in game. They had it for CK2. Anyway,
then that would make sense if they have it. Okay, I was gonna bring up the best of 2021 on Steam. The first one that I was looking at was this year's top 100 games as measured by like gross revenue. And so I just found some of it kind of interesting. I'm not shocked to see like Dead by Daylight and Apex like although Apex is like a free to play game or whatever. But yeah, so these are just like some of them, and I was going down I'm like, I don't play like most of these top ones, and I'm not shocked to see them up here. But like I didn't suspect that New World would be so high. New World is like up here in the platinum level, and Valheim is right next to it.
Yeah.
So I was a little shocked about that one
being like the big shocker out of all that, because it's indie.
Yeah, Dead by Daylight. When you getting it, Nord? I have it. When you getting it?
Well, it's like
I got it
$5.
from Epic.
I can get it whenever you actually want to play.
We should play. We should play it. Like everybody plays DBD.
I don't like gore.
Thorn was gifted it. So now we gotta play it. Like it's just such a fun like looking game. Everybody plays it, so it's like you kind of like peer pressure. Come on, Nord.
All right.
You know, Granny plays it, and Granny is like the most amazing like
Let me see
streamer,
if there's like a no
person,
gore
gamer
version
ever.
of it. I've seen enough gore IRL. I just don't like seeing it in game. But
I know.
I'll take a look.
He gets scared watching Granny sometimes when Granny plays it because he's like, oh my god. The whole is it the gore because like you have to put if you're a killer. The killer gets the victim and like puts them on a hook. Is that kind of stuff?
I had to actually move a lot of dead bodies. I just don't like it.
I know. I'm sorry.
I don't like it.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
I don't have to play it. Gongor was almost set up for streaming on Twitch and his interweb stopped working for his laptop. Oh my gosh. What?
I'm sorry, Gongor. I hope you're able to get that resolved.
That's really crappy. That's actually like no good. I'm sorry to hear that. If you do get to streaming, that'd be really cool. If you're streaming on Twitch, we should stop by and give you a view. Check you out.
Yes.
Okay.
Let us know when you do it.
In the gold, not shocking, it's Final Fantasy 14 online. Rust, I don't play either. I'm interested in Final Fantasy 14 online, but it's such a big game that I haven't really, I have to say, because Elder Scrolls Online is on here too. I am kind of interested in Elder Scrolls.
She's been talking to me a lot about it.
I've seen other streamers play it, and I'm not really interested in it like for bosses or like like that kind of stuff. But it's the stories in Elder Scrolls look really good, so I'm kind of tempted to play it. I have been told the controls are kind of weird.
The surprises to me in this grouping are Sea of Thieves. I didn't know it was doing so well.
Sea of Thieves is in the gold section?
Yeah, look at that. Bottom right.
Oh.
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
And then War Thunder. I didn't know War Thunder was doing so well as well.
I don't know anything about War Thunder.
War Thunder is World of Tanks, World of Warships, and World of Planes kind of all wrapped up into one.
Okay.
Although there's a lot more, it's more realistic combat. Like if you're in a plane and you land a couple shots on another plane, it's going down. Like it's not like you have HP bars and stuff like that. It's not as arcade. It's like kills get kills.
I'm afraid that I would get like those flying games where you like have to operate a airplane. I'm always scared I'm gonna get motion sickness.
You could operate ground-based vehicles in it too. It's like it's the battlefield.
Okay.
It's not just each thing.
Okay. Yeah. Back for Blood. I'm not shocked is up here in the gold. I am a little shocked that It Takes Two. I know it was really popular, but I didn't think it was that popular.
It got Game of the Year.
I mean, yeah, it did. I guess we should play it.
I'm not interested.
You're not interested? Okay.
Not interested.
Okay, good. That makes me feel a little better because I'm not super interested
scroll
either.
up.
And I don't know why.
So, Final Fantasy 14...
We need to play Red Dead, though.
Final Fantasy 14 didn't make the Platinum, which surprised me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would be willing to bet it was close. Like, it was probably the top... like I'm assuming like this is in order.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming Final Fantasy 14 is probably
maybe
the
part
highest
of the reason is you can get into Final Fantasy for free. You don't have to pay for it right away. Like you might want to pay for it eventually, but you don't have to pay for it. So that might be why. But honestly, with how like it kind of looks like numbers are kind of dropping off for people playing New World.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they just
dropping
barely
off a cliff.
They just. I don't know. I don't hate New World, so I don't want to like put that out. Like there are things about it that I think are okay. I think it's an okay. I think it's an okay game. It's fine. But I don't know. Some of it requires way too much grinding for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like when you do grinding, you still have more grinding to do, and it never ends. And that's kind of.
I feel like I can sum up New World very succinctly. It's too much vertical, not enough horizontal.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you have to grind in order to get the stuff so that you can compete, so that you can grind, so that you can get the stuff to compete, so that you can grind.
Yeah.
It's just that constant, like, it's never enough. You got to keep
Yeah.
grinding, you got to keep grinding, you got to keep grinding. Whereas, like, all this stuff that we're
Mhm.
hearing about and watching people play, because we've
Mhm.
been watching a lot of people in the Korea and Russia region playing Lost Ark.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
whole lot of horizontal progression. It's
Yeah.
like, this doesn't necessarily make you better. It's
Yeah.
just, it gives you options in other areas.
And you can have
and
the
you don't have to
the
grind.
player housing in that one is so
Mhm.
much better than new. Like you, so in Lost Ark, I don't know if y'all know about this, but the player housing in Lost Ark, you can like put mini games in your place, and then it feels like you have a reason to have people come to see your house because you can make mini games in your house.
Mhm.
So I think that's really cool too. I've never experienced anything like that, and the housing looks amazing. It looks like a little Disneyland. It looks like a theme
Well,
park.
that
when
one
you
that we
have
were
your
looking at,
house.
yeah.
But
Lauren said,
yeah.
I played ESO. I have it and a few expansions. Well, hey, if we get into it, we need to have Thorn be our guide, if that's cool with you, Thorn.
Yeah, and this time it'll work better than Skyrim together because
Yeah.
it was meant to work with multiple people.
I think we were just trying so hard to make Skyrim together be ESO online.
I still want to go back and
I'm gonna
play
play
Skyrim.
Skyrim
Maybe for
by its
2021 we should do Skyrim, but
You mean
or
2022?
2022. Sorry, y'all.
We're
I
gonna
can't
start 2021 over. It sucked. We're gonna
forgot.
try again.
I forgot. But I think that we should like try Skyrim again, but we will play it like single player because it's definitely not made for even with the mod for multiple players. The mod would just there's just way too buggy. But I do want to also get into ESO. I think that'll feel more like what you want to do for like kind of like a Skyrim-ish thing together that I know you want to do.
Yeah.
Gonger said was going to start off with Devil May Cry series from 1 all the way to 5 self-commentating. Hey, that sounds good.
I played 1 through 3, and yeah, those are fantastic games.
I really
definitely
do.
Let us know when you get into
I
it.
do like the idea of people playing like game series from the beginning all the way on. That always interests me. I don't know why, but I think that's really cool. Devil May Cry is not a game that I would play just because it's something that I would be really bad at.
You watched me play it.
I did watch you play it. Thorn, what? The bleep Mass Effect is only silver?
Yeah, I figured
hit the restart on 2021. Can it suck any worse? Cast your votes.
Thanks.
Stellaris got into
I'm
the silver.
optimistic that
shocked.
things can always get worse.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I kind of thought with how many purchases there were of it that it would have possibly gotten gold. But hey, I mean, Mass Effect still selling that much. It's good. Age of Empires 4, I gotta wait for that to drop.
Yeah,
or to come back on.
It's 54 freaking bucks, 10% off, and it's $54.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot.
Either that or it to go to like Game Pass again.
Why is it?
I played it on Game Pass.
I shouldn't say why is it so much money when like normally I guess a game like if you buy it on a console it's like $60. So I guess that's pretty normal, but it seems really as a PC gamer it feels really high to me. Like when I see a $54 game.
They made a documentary when they made this.
Yeah,
game.
that's true.
So it's
very.
That's true.
I've seen that. Yeah.
However, I'm really happy about Stellaris.
It's like high production. So
Stellaris is a fantastic game. If you're into
we need to play
and
that
grand
too.
Strategies, definitely play
Maybe
it.
I need to start like maybe our next Geeky Talk we'll talk about some of the things we want to do for like gaming goals type thing, like what we want to work on. Never a guarantee because I hate saying definitely going to do this because like I feel like you set yourself up for failure when you do that. But when you're like, I'm gonna try to do this, you know what I mean? Then it's a lot.
Black Desert's on here too.
Likely to happen.
So like honestly, compare this to the last couple of years. Like that's a lot of MMOs doing well.
Yeah, Monster Hunter World is in silver.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked. That seems about right.
Had some fun with it.
And Crusader Kings 3 is in bronze. Really?
Yeah, Crusader Kings 3 did pretty darn well.
Right
up there with Hades, and Hades was a big deal.
Hades is one of the games I've been wanting to play for a little while. I don't know if it's gonna be my thing or not. But it looks fun, so I think I was interested in it after we started playing like Tribes of Midgard, and I was just like, this is a top-down game that I think that I would actually have really a lot of fun with, and also the artwork looks like amazing.
Jade's going to be getting us into RimWorld at some point when she like hosts a big like multiplayer thing, because Hazzie's been holding off on getting into RimWorld, and so
RimWorld is not multiplayer though.
They have mods that are supposed to be highly functional.
Jade said there was a mod that basically is like, it's not a great multiplayer mod. Basically, from what I understood, there's not a lot of great multiplayer options.
Oh, well, maybe not.
So, but that doesn't mean we can't play RimWorld. And so I might make it a goal, because I'm going to try really hard this next year to play games that Nord has been asking me to play that I keep like pushing off. And so maybe RimWorld will be one of those games. And then some sort of like third person shooter game is kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe I will go back to trying The Division again, because I feel a little bit more comfortable with that now than I used to.
Yeah.
So I think that we could make something like that work. So those will probably be like a couple of my goals. I don't know. We'll figure that out.
It's impressive that Baldur's Gate 3 is doing so well without, being released.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate 3 is still in early access too. So it's kind of cool that it's way up here.
When it's done, it should have a lot of people.
And it's MMOs, it's not even on sale right now. And
speaking of MMOs and speaking of Thorn, there's also the Old Republic.
That's true, and that's up here in bronze.
Here she is, Star Wars!
Yeah.
Oh my god, Resident Evil Village is only silver? Yeah, I kind of thought it would have sold more, but then again, I think a lot of the purchases might be console related too.
Yeah.
So if any of these that release on console as well, you have a delusion.
The funny thing is, Witcher 3 is still up here. Like, it's such an old game, but it's still like, like everybody wants to play Witcher 3. I need to probably maybe that's something I should come back and visit.
Skyrim's probably on here too, though. Because
Skyrim's everywhere.
Well, I'm just saying, like, these games that keep.
Oh my god, Fallout 76 is in the bronze. I'm shocked. So I started getting into Fallout 76, and I was like, oh my god, this is really good. But then like Nord only has so much time, so we haven't been able to get into Fallout 76 together as often. So I got Fallout 4. I just started it. I don't know what it is, y'all. I have so much fun in the Fallout. I'm having fun in Fallout 4. And I don't know why, but I just start talking out loud to the NPCs in the game, and I just have a blast with it. I don't know. This is like, I guess technically a third person shooter too, but it's not like multiplayer so that we can play together.
They have like a Skyrim
really
together version for it, and I don't want to try that again.
No, we're not doing that.
That was a whole lot of effort for not a lot of working. I think
for 2021, I learned my lesson about trying to make
mods work.
Yeah, well, not necessarily like mods are okay, but trying to make like a single player game into a multiplayer game doesn't always work, because like within Skyrim, sometimes certain quests you'll be doing, and Skyrim, of course, is here in bronze, as you were saying. The quest would have an instance where it's already scripted.
Yep.
And then, like, I never thought about, well, let's do multiplayer where all can just get in and do the quest together. But it doesn't work like that. You have to each one do it.
Going through the script.
And that's not fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like in an MMO where everybody can just turn in a quest and then you can see, like, a cutscene or whatever the heck happened. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't work like that. So I've kind of learned my lesson in 2021 that maybe a single player game that was made single player is not necessarily meant to be multiplayer.
Yeah.
So it's probably better to keep the single player. And if you want to do a multiplayer, look for a game that's actually been made to be a multiplayer game, so you don't run into like a lot of the problems that we ran to with Skyrim together. I was just really hoping that, like, oh my god, we can do Skyrim together, and this will be. I mean, it was fun for the bugs. You know what I mean, and some laughs. That's what I think that was fun for.
If somehow we could have avoided the bugs, it would have been fantastic.
Yeah,
but,
Witcher 3 is like Skyrim and GTA. I think you're right. Yes.
They're always there. Anyways, World of Warship's still doing well. Happy to see that.
Fall Guys is in
It's
bronze.
one of the ones that World of Warships I will watch. I just won't play because it's like
Is that one a pay-to-win game?
It's a pay-to-win.
It's a pay-to-win? Okay.
Not as bad as World of Tanks.
Yeah.
But it's still very pay-to-win. I'm glad to see Hearts of Iron 4 here.
I'm glad to see Fall Guys here. Notice how Nora didn't say anything about that. Well, that's cool. And Biomutant's up here. I have Biomutant on my wish list, but it had mixed reviews, so I've been kind of I don't know when I'm gonna get to that now, because like I don't know why people weren't like super happy with Biomutant, but it sounds like it just, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know why people weren't like really getting into it.
Yeah, things happen.
But yeah, so those are the top sellers for the best of 2021. I don't think we necessarily need to go into the next one, but I really want to know about the most played real quick. So I'm just gonna go into the most played really, really quick and see what New World. I'm not shocked. Valheim.
Gotta put in hours.
I didn't know that Valheim would be like that much played, but I guess people did sink in a bunch of time for the building and stuff like that.
Very true.
DBD is not as high. I really thought DBD would be a lot higher. Among Us
Look
here
Fortress,
in gold. Team Fortress.
Yeah.
A lot of it's probably from our kid.
That's funny. Yeah, our kid is single-handedly bumping Team Fortress up there.
Oh, look, Don't Starve Together is up here in the, I guess silver is what it would be.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, Don't Starve Together. Terraria's in here too. Terraria was one that we tried this year, but you didn't really like because you didn't know what was going on, I think is why you didn't like it. I enjoyed it, but I don't know. I honestly don't know what's happening
either.
How
we got to the multiplayer portion, and that's all we were doing it for, was to do multiplayer. And it's kind of like, do you remember how frustrating it was before we got to do multiplayer for Monster Hunter Stories 2?
Yeah,
it was just like, come on, we want to get to the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Cookie clicker. Some people are
Oh my god, I don't know what Cookie Clicker is
don't
about.
look. Just run away now. You don't want to know.
Cookie Clicker. It's probably just like really like quick. Let's click on it.
Oh my god. I told you not to look. See?
It's overwhelmingly positive. Like 3,000 overwhelmingly positive reviews.
That's the
and
gameplay.
even all reviews, 25,331 overwhelmingly positive.
You weren't supposed to look.
Well, I did. Clicker idle. So it's an idler game. I don't usually play these kinds of games, but it looks like people really like the Cookie Clicker game or something. I don't know. I've never seen this game before. I mean, I do like a chocolate chip cookie. You just click it?
You click it, and
then
you
from Minecraft.
And then you create things that make more cookies too.
Just by clicking? Oh
yes.
My gosh.
It's about clicking.
I don't think this is... There says there's mini games. Maybe the mini games are good. Because like if it's just, you just click,
Run
click,
away
click,
from it now, please. I don't want you to get into this.
I'm not going to get into... I don't usually play those kinds of games.
You did Winter Bells for longer than anyone else in the history of existence.
That wasn't a clicker though, and that was actually like...
Yes, but it's one of those like you could just
do something.
You could just zone off into it. And that's what this is. And that's why I'm like, stay away, please. Anyways, I need to get the Neverwinter Nights enhanced or remaster or whatever it is. Ooh.
That's on our must play list. Neverwinter Nights.
They also have multiplayer.
Yeah, that one we're going to have to get to.
Is it more than two-player multiplayer, though?
I don't know.
Okay.
There's Neverwinter, which is the MMO.
Yeah, but that one's really...
I know. We're going to... It's on our must play list, too, because I said we're going to play every single... Forgotten Realms game. That is my goal eventually. There's no way it's gonna happen in like 1 year or whatever.
By the time we finish it, there's gonna be like another 15 Forgotten Realms games.
It's
like,
true.
Oh!
I still haven't gone back and tried D&D Dark Alliance, and also the Dark Alliance. What is it? Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, I think it is. That one came out, but I don't think it had like good reviews. Like let me see.
It's not. It's still full price too. Let's wait for it to
Yeah. I will.
Anyways,
wait, but...
Thorne's saying it's co-op, so not more than multiplayer.
Oh, okay.
$5 for the Nights Enhanced? I think I have it. Let me take a look.
I mean, I'm seeing a lot of positive reviews, but like I saw something and somebody on a review on it, like on a place, and so
I got Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition.
You got Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition? Okay.
I played the regular version
I think,
when it first
was that
came
the
out.
one from Beamdog? We probably have it if it's enhanced from Beamdog.
It's from Beamdog.
I think we bought like the Beamdog pack or whatever. So yeah, I think, and that's on our must play, like have to play that one.
And we have all the stuff that comes with it, all the DLC.
Yeah. Eventually we'll get through that, which on Friday we will be playing. The plan is to play another Forgotten Realms title.
Oh, don't try to trick me into that, Thorn.
But
I don't want to get like magic grenade yeeted by you. I'm not falling for that.
I'm not falling for that.
Online PvP.
Okay, I was gonna bring up Hidetaka Miyazaki was saying that they probably won't play Elden Ring. They created the game. They said they love it. They think it's probably their ideal game because of the stuff in it. Mm-hmm. But they have made it a philosophy that they don't play their own game.
I can get that.
So yeah, like I get that too. But like I was saying to you earlier, it's like I don't know that I don't really, because like you asked me, do you want to make a game? And I'm like playing a game is very different from making a game. And if I made a game, I wouldn't really, because like he even says in the article that is quoted as saying like, well, I wouldn't really be playing it because I already know what's there. So it's kind of like I'm not really playing it, if that makes any sense, if you've created the game. And I'm like, and that's why I have an issue with trying to like you were saying, would you want to make a game? It's like, it's interesting to think about making a game, but
making it, you're not necessarily making it for yourself to play. You're making
it for other people,
other people's experiences with it.
And I want to play games. You know what I mean? Like I want to get in and try to figure out games. Oh, okay. So that's a thing. That's we can play with.
What do you think about that, Thorn?
That might be a long game too. So that would be like we would be coming back to it.
With all the Neverwinter Nights content, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Like it has like
it's probably gonna be like a whole
10
it probably might take us a whole year to get through. So it would be kind of like when we did Divinity Original Sin 2. You know how it took us quite a while to get through. That was a lot harder
to get the schedules going.
That's true. Also, but it might be, I don't know if it's as intricate as Icewind Dale. It might be, if it's as intricate as Icewind Dale, it might take us a little while to get through as well. But if you are cool with that, Thorn, we could totally like make that a thing if you wanna play that game, and we could do that. That'd be really cool. But yeah, so like I was saying, like with making a game is totally different than like wanting to play games. And I'm still like at a point where I'm just like, I just want to play all the games and enjoy them rather than having to go out of my way to like I like the idea of being creative and creating like a world for other people. That sounds interesting, but I just don't think my brain is there right now. So I would rather just want to get in and enjoy the game and then tell people about it. That's like kind of where I feel like I'm at right now. So
I understand that.
But the idea of creating a game does seem really cool. You know what I would rather do than creating my own game is be on a team of people who are creating a game together. That sounds more interesting to me than creating my own game as like one person.
Yeah.
Or like if you had an idea, if you want to, I like the idea of supporting someone that has an idea for a game. I like that idea more than I do like, oh, I'm going to create my own game, because I'm just, my brain, like I said, my brain's just not right in that like thought process right now.
Yeah.
So Thorn said, I'm going to pick it up next month and try it and see if I like it. I really liked Neverwinter Nights too. Oh, nice.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah.
That's another must play we have on our list.
Eventually.
Eventually we will get to it, I think. Okay, y'all. We are going to be showcasing and playing Impious Pumpkins. So I'm going to have Nord go ahead and jump into the game, and we'll bring up his gameplay while I am in the background trying to get my game going. I think his game's already ready. Let's see. Yeah,
what?
Your game's ready.
You just go automatically? Okay. I'm going to turn my audio up because there's nothing right.
Let's see. I'm going to see if it's... Okay, NDI. Yeah, it's picking up your game.
Welcome to the Battle Summoner. The icons
might be a
indicated by the
little
red
loud.
arrows are four different ghostly units. You can left-click on one of the buttons or use... Oh, that's a Q. Okay. QWER on the keyboard to choose the correct corresponding ghost. I like that. I like that a lot.